Skip, it's about a month since we last spoke. Things have gone well since we last spoke, haven't they?
Yeah, the team's in some good form. So it's obviously the business end of the season now. So hopefully that can continue for the remaining games of the season.
I looked at a stat the other day. We're on the same amount of points as this stage last season, but last season we were 12 points adrift. It just shows how tight this season's been, doesn't it?
Yeah, I did hear the same thing. So yeah, we've managed to maintain where he was last year, and obviously we haven't got Tamworth in the league running away with it this year. So it's very even. Obviously the top 7 are very tight, but all we can do is focus on what we are doing and keep ticking off the games.
How much have you been enjoying it recently? Because there's been some really good results, hasn't there?
Yeah, it's obviously when you're winning games, everyone loves football, but we need to just keep that momentum going. Don't get complacent. And take every game like a cup final, which it is between now and the end of the year.
That has been the consistent message, hasn't it? I guess it's something you just reinforce. Tick one off, win the game, and then go, next one, got to do the same again.
I mean, a lot of people say when people come to Scunthorpe it's their cup final, but for us, every game is a cup final now. You don't get many opportunities in your career to get promoted and win leagues. So it's an opportunity that we're hoping to take with both hands.
Is it one that you kind of draw on last season and the heartache of it and go, we just don't want to feel that again?
Yeah, I think it was probably this spell where we dropped off last year, hence why Tamworth are probably 12 points ahead of us. I think we've learned from that, and we've learned to bounce back. Obviously the Russell one was a bad result for us, but we bounced back straight away. And then that probably helped from last year to have that experience, to know that we need to kick on and just reset.
Yeah, just one defeat in 3 months. It's been Rushall aside, been a really good spell, hasn't it?
Yeah. Obviously, yeah, it was a bad result for us, but when you take it in a 3-month period, the form's been really good. So, like I said, long may that continue.
Oxford City this weekend, and I know they're probably not in a position they want to be in, but we saw here early in the season just how good of a team they can be.
Yeah, I thought they were really good when they came here early in the season. They were on a bad run of form. They obviously had a bad night the other night down at King's Lynn with a man sent off after 20 seconds, I think it was. But yeah, we're doing our homework on them, we've analysed them, and we'll prepare like every other game.
I know it's the same every time, but it's a case of not being complacent against the team. They'll have put a lot into Tuesday night, won't they?
Yeah, exactly. We won't be going to get complacent. We're preparing like we always do. We know how important it is. We know, like you said, it's like a cup final for us between now and the end of the year. So we'll be giving it everything to come back with all 3 points.
I know you'll be focusing on this one, but there are a lot of big games as well coming up in terms of opposition around us. I know you won't be focusing about that now, but it's a big month coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously we've looked at the fixture list, but I think if you start looking too far ahead, that's when you can slip up. So full focus is on Oxford, and then we'll deal with the games further down the line.
Let's talk about you personally. You had to miss one through an injury. How was that for you?
It was a bit of a niggly one. I had just a pop in my ankle here against South Shields, I think it was. So it wasn't too bad. Luckily we had a bit of a week. We had a weekend off, so we had a bit of a break, and it feels okay at the minute. So touch wood.
I was going to say at the time it kind of felt like all the word was it could have been more serious than it was.
Yeah, we didn't really know initially what it was. You just need to let it settle down, but it settled down really well over a week, and I was with the physios, which they did a great job, and we managed to get back playing after a couple of weeks.
As you say, that weekend off, how vital is that for the team coming into the business end of the season to get that breather?
Yeah, so sometimes they are good, and then sometimes you think you don't want a weekend off because of the momentum. But I think when you look at the big picture, I think the rest probably done the lads some good, because the fixtures can get congested Saturday, Tuesday, and it is very tough. So when you get a chance to rest, it's important you do so.
I suppose that with this week as well, not having a midweek fixture, because coming up we've got consistent Saturday, Tuesdays, haven't we? Yeah,
it was nice to get a clear week in. We've had some good training. The lads are looking sharp. But yeah, you don't have the game on Tuesday where you get a late night. It's obviously a lot of energy. So yeah, we'll be raring to go on Saturday.
Just reflecting on the last game here, you could see it by the celebration about how buzzing were the lads for Calton to get his first goal.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Obviously, he's a striker and his bread and butter is goals, and everyone can see how hard he works behind the scenes. So all the lads were delighted for him to get his first goal.
How do you keep a striker going when he's going through something like that as players around him?
It's just you just have to keep working, be consistent in your work. Obviously, there's times you're going to go through dips in form and goal droughts, but it will come. Football can change like that. It can change so quickly. Obviously, he was probably disappointed to be on the bench on Saturday, but he's came on and scored what proved to be the winning goal for us. So, like I said, all the lads are delighted for him.
You see him release quite a lot of like something that's been built
Probably
up.
just relief, relief. I think they're a bit like buses. I think goals. Once you get one, hopefully a few more will follow for him.
I say that's the case, isn't it? It was the case last season at Chorley, wasn't it? I think he waited until late November to get a goal, and then he got 13. So,
yeah, exactly. So hopefully he can score a few goals between now and the end.
I was going to say, have you seen a spring in his step in training?
He's been good. He's been sharp. Yeah, look, we've been training today. Obviously trained earlier in the week, and obviously he's buzzing about the place. So yeah, hopefully that'll give him some confidence going forward.
And up front, obviously Danny out. We've got Chris Ray coming in. What have you seen from him today in training?
He trained today. He looks sharp, strong lad. And it will give us a different option at the top of the pitch.
I was going to say, coming to this end of the season, I guess it's vital just to have different ways to change things up.
Yeah, it gives you a different option, and he certainly will strengthen the squad.